Welcome to Final Fantasy IX, but not your average Final Fantasy IX. Today we're checking out the Altered Fantasy mod for the PC version. Now, I'm very familiar with the original Final Fantasy IX as I've been playing it almost every year since I was a kid. But I've never tried this version before, so it makes some interesting changes. It's kind of a hard mode mod, but also adds some new quality of life, some new rebalancing, some new interesting stuff. So let's check it out, shall we? Sure is dark. I guess no one's here yet. Got basic controls. Press X to cards/Moogle. Oh, I love the Moogle button. Right. Keyboard. I'm not using a keyboard. I'm not using a mouse either. Because I'm playing this on the Steam Deck version, which seems pretty good. Never played this version before. I've only ever done the PlayStation 1 version. Let's have a look around, shall we? MS Prima Vista Theatre Ship. Guest capacity 288. Light the candle in the middle. Give me a minute. Before you do that, though, get a free potion up here. And 47 gil. I feel like we just stole someone's tips there. Is that everything here? Yeah. Okay. Let's do what it says. Press A when the question mark appears. Light the candle. That's better. Who's there? Zidane. It's me, Zidane. Hey Zidane, you sure late? Sorry. So, where's the boss? He ain't here yet. Boss time! And right out of the gate, we'll see some of the new changes in the Ultimate Fantasy mod. Not this. Let's just teach you about combat. Clicking on them. I think that's mouse controls, which we don't have to worry about. Anyway, we want to steal from this guy because he has some very nice stuff. But the big change in this mod is Marcus has the Bandit ability. So he has a couple of unique abilities just for him. Isn't that nice? Store rest. Then there's one more thing to steal, because generally bosses have 3 items. And they're usually quite worthwhile getting, because it gives you access to more powerful equipment earlier than you would usually be able to get it. And there it is, Major Masher. Perfect. Now we can kill this guy. I'm just going to leave Sinner dead, because he is terribly weak. And he dies in one shot, so it's not really worth using Phoenix Downs on him. Also, I'm using the dynamic ATB option, which wasn't in the original PlayStation version. It's only in the Steam version as far as I know. But it means characters can act more dynamically. Cool. Should make the battles go a bit smoother. My head! Go easy, you guys! Yeah, that's a terrible voice for that guy. Ugh. Hey, you fools. You're looking a lot better. Alright, let's start this meeting already. Let's get to work. What are we doing here anyway? Here's the plan. Tantalus, the infamous band of daring thieves, that's us, is heading to the kingdom of Alexandria. Our mission, to kidnap the heir to the throne, Princess Garnet. I'll take it from here, so listen up. Our ship's about to dock at Alexandria. And when it does, we're going to put on our costumes. And to perform, I want to be your canary, the most popular player in Alexandria. Break a leg, Marcus, because you're playing the lead. Leave the action to me. Of course, the real kidnappers will be blank in Zidane. I'll distract the audience from backstage with these little buggers. I can't stand Hoglops. But I'll manage, so don't worry about me. That'll be your cue, Zidane. Okay, and that's when I kidnap Queen Braum, right? You bet. You're gonna kidnap the fat-ass, butt-ugly queen. What am I saying? I love that. If you do that like 10 times, he just throws a portion at you. But I'm not gonna sit around doing that. You bet you're gonna kidnap the most babyish beauty in all of Alexandria, Princess Garnet. Alexandria. Are you alright? Here, you dropped your ticket. Bye-bye. Yeah, and here we have our second character. Didn't look at the menu before, but one of the other changes in the alternate fantasy mod is his staff has an extra ability on it. We'll get to what all that means later on, but just worth noting. I've got to equip it from there. Neat. Also start with some items. Press select to show health, or the back button, wherever it is. That's the weapon we stole from the dude. Can you equip the wrist? Yeah. Yeah, let's give you that. Let's have a quick look through the config. Battle camera, yeah. Movement run, please. I could change the window colour from normal to classic. I usually play on classic because it reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. But let's go with normal. Alrighty, let's go this way. One thing this game loves doing is hiding secret treasure. The Sagan card. There's another one. The Lizard Man card. This gate leads outside. Oh, another one here. The Zombie card. Oh, I've got an icon for you can do cards with them now. Cool. That wasn't in the original either. We'll worry about that later though. Don't feel like doing that right now. I don't think we can do that right now. Let's go into this house. Ugh. Just a little longer. Darling, I'm home. I'm not done with Ilya's dress yet. Come back later. Every year it's the same. You're spoiling them grandkids, I say. Ugh, this pattern is making me dizzy. Let's rob this old lady's house. Found Grandma's savings of 9 gil. We're literally just robbing their savings. Delightful. Stealing their medicine as well. Perfect. And stealing their cards. We're off to a great start. We're such good guys. Oh. Hey, get out of my way. You run into me, rat kid. I think there's another... Oh, yeah, is that it? Received a potion. I don't remember where all of the secret treasure is, but I remember some of it. Honorable nobles of Treno, Castle Alexandria is this way. Ugh, my voices are terrible. There's a couple of treasures here. 33 gil, nice. And a goblin card. We have a few cards now. 5. That is enough to play a game of cards if I wanted to, but I think it teaches us about it soon, so don't worry about it for right now. A potion. A flan card and 27 gil on the floor. Neat. I think we just found someone's wallet. Go here. Oh, didn't mean to leave. Get back in there. $37 gil. Or 38 gil. Good afternoon. We can go shopping. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's check out in here. An ether. I'm taking my wife to the theater tonight, so we shall close soon. Married for 30 years, worked our rear ends off, and finally we can afford a ticket to the show. I'm so happy. Sounds like a good show. I keep telling my son we'll go out of business. He never comes home. Which sword to buy? I wish I had a little more money. Relatable. Go for the big sword. Because as you know from JRPG protagonists, the bigger the sword, the better it is. What do you mean there's no vacancies? Yes, you see, I'm really quite sorry. What? I don't believe this. I have a reservation, damn it. Jeez. Yikes. City people are so scary. Yeah, tell me about it. Sorry, no vacancies today. Just noticed his name is Fishman. Oh god. Yeah, this game world is full of lots of interesting character designs. We've got a fishman and a Psyduck looking thing. Oh, I love it. Nice view, I suppose. Oh, you three. Can I do this? Oh, yes, I can. Oh, God. This is infamous for being annoying. Here we go. I'm gonna fail terribly because my reaction times suck, but here we go. 1. Come on, I gotta do better than 1. Well, I mean, technically I did better than 1, so okay, I'm done. Depending on how well you do, you get rewards, and you gotta do like 100 to get the best reward. Needless to say, that's not gonna happen. Let's go in here, shall we? Can I help you, son? What's showing today? This year's performance is the masterpiece I Want to Be Your Canary. The Tantalus company is performing. Tell me about Alexandria. The Kingdom of Alexandria is a fine country led by Queen Bran. Cool. Who's... Oh! He's changed. Cool. I don't think I've ever, looked at these dialogue options before. What kind of troupe is Tantalus? They're a star performers from Lindblom. I never know how to pronounce that. I think it's Lindblom. Lindblom! I'll figure it out eventually. The Regency to the west, with accompaniment by Lavladas. What's it about? The play is a tale of romance between a noble and a peasant. You really must see it. Who's Queen Bran? Did you know Queen Bran has a beautiful daughter, Princess Garnet? Tell me about Queen Bran. Unfortunately, I've heard strange things about Queen Bran recently. Refuses to elaborate. Okay. Today is Princess Garnet's 16th birthday, you know. Tell me about her. Her Highness is a beautiful princess. Everyone in Alexandria loves her. Is she really that pretty? Why, she's the most beautiful princess in the history of Alexandria. Okay. Here's my ticket. What is this? Something odd about this ticket. Why, it's another fake! I've seen so many today. No, don't cry. I know how you must feel. Here, I'll give you these. Do try to cheer up now. Give me a goblin card. Cool. Fang card. Okay. Skeleton card. Okay. Talk to Alleyway Jack. to learn more about cards. Good luck, lad. So we're not going to go and see a play, and we're instead going to go play cards. Honestly, I kind of prefer the cards. Blast it. Hey, you made me miss, you little klutz. That should do it. Well, been a long day. Okay. Oh, hey, it's Rat Kid. Hey, you, shrimp. I'm not a shrimp. I don't know what I am. You're the one with the funny ticket, ain't you? Are you Alleyway Jack? Do I look like that loser? But I'll let you in to see the show if you become my slave. Oh, delightful. I don't want to. Okay. Later. Oh. I think we need to do that, so hopefully he comes back. Oh, I just saw him. I've never said no to that option before. Alright, fine. Awesome! Now for your first assignment. You go stand over there and see if anyone's coming. Is it all clear? Yeah, it's clear. Awesome! Engage according to mission parameters. He didn't give me the parameters. I had no briefing whatsoever. Oh, hey. You look interesting. Excuse me, but is your name Alleyway Jack? How'd you know my name? If you know who I am, you probably want to challenge me to a card game, huh? What, you don't know how to play, and you want me to teach you? Well, why not? I finished one job already. Follow me, kid. Okay. We'll start with the basics. You need 5 cards to play that game. I got 5. To play a game, approach someone and press X. Yes. I got confused there because I was thinking of the PlayStation controls where X is talk and it's square to the card game, but on the Steam Deck controller, which I guess is the same as the Xbox controller, I don't know, it's A to talk and X to card game. It gets confusing, but I think I got it. Some people may not be interested. In that case, move on to someone else. How does a card game proceed? Let's talk about how to actually play the game. You take turns placing your cards in a 4x4 grid with your opponent. Sometimes your opponent's card flips. That's because one of the yellow arrows in the corner of the side of the card. If your opponent is facing the direction of your opponent's card, that card becomes yours. But if your opponent's card has an arrow facing yours, a card battle begins. It's time to duel! When several arrows face each other, multiple card battles occur. You can choose where to begin the card battle when that happens. Where you choose to begin the battle affects how the rest of the battles play out. Let's see. You could also use combos. Elaborate. Okay, I'll teach you the technical stuff now. You gotta be careful during a card battle. If your card wins against the opponent cards, all the cards facing that card's arrows are yours cards. That's called a combo. It's a double-edged sword, because the same thing happens to you if your cards lose against your opponent's cards. Try to play a perfect game. I will not. I like the card game in this, I'm just not good at it. What's a perfect? What is a perfect game, you ask? Yes, I did ask. You get one of your opponent's cards if you win. If you flip over all of your opponent's cards and play a perfect game, you can take all of them. Delightful. Reach for the highest collector's level. I will not. I don't really go out of my way to do the collecting stuff, but we'll figure it out. Go to your menu, selection. You can check your collector's level there. Level up as you collect more cards. Even I don't know what the highest collector's level is. Can we try? Let's play. Sure. Select 5 cards. Okay. So, when you're selecting cards, you want to judge by how many arrows they have on them. Because that tells you how many directions they can attack in, but also the numbers are important. They never explain what the numbers mean, but it's basically their attack value, their attack type, and then their physical defense, and then their magical defense. They never explain any of that. So, this guy has 1 physical attack with 0 defense in either. But he has a lot of directions as well, so this is our best card right now. This has 1 magic attack in 3 directions, that's pretty good. But all of our other stuff is kind of terrible, so... let's just go for what has good arrows, I suppose. Let's bring a flan. Sure. Oh no, we go first. Let's see. Let's put our flan there. Oh, I want that card. That's really nice. Which we can get just like that. We can take that with that. That's not good. A draw! Dang it! Okay. Same again. Maybe let's not bring the flan this time. 2 goblins, sure. Us again? Okay. Sure. Let's just block these 2 off. And we can do this. That's not good. I won, apparently. Okay. And we can get their flan, which has 1 magic defense. I could keep going until I get that other card again, but I think that's enough for now. I think I understand. This is the only town where I'm called Alloway Jack. I go by other names elsewhere. They're also just aliases, of course. You want to know my real name? I'll tell you when you get better. Thank you. Joke's on you. I already know your real name. Haha! Bye-bye. Alright, let's go find the rat kid again. After that little detour. Over here. Don't fall behind. Into the steeple. Shush. First I want to go in here. Now sometimes there's this kid standing here. Now I want to get past that kid, because there is some stuff up there that I want to get. So what we do is just hang around down here. There she is. Oh, and she leaves the house. We can go up here. Oh, there it is. Okay, we did all that for 3 gil. I always think it's something a bit more impressive than that, but oh well. I could do a card game there, talk to a couple people there. Oh, you.
My kitten, Mittens, ran away. Tell me if you see him, okay? Thanks.
I know exactly where that is. And to solve this little side quest, we have to go all the way back to the start.
And the kitten is here. Meow. You found him. Come here. Thanks.
And now we walk all the way back. And now we're back. Now that we're back here.
Meow. Thanks. Here's his for you.
Get a bomb card. Which has 1 magic defense. Nice. Alright, let's get on with it.
Now we're going to climb up this tower. It's very dangerous. You go first.
I hate this kid. Over here we can get a potion. And a tent. Neat.
Ow! The heck was that? Sorry about that, Kupo.
That's Kupo. He's a Moogle. Can I press X to Moogle yet?
Kupo.
This is slave number 1. Oh dear.
Try to get along, okay? Kupo, pleased to meet you. I'm sorry, I enter you in Moogle Diary. If you want to save game onto save folder, just ask us Moogles. And you can regain health if you have a tent, Kupo.
I understand.
Glad I can help, Kupo.
Is this guy a Pokemon? Can only say his own name.
Okay, coming up.
Kupo, you here?
Kupo, Stiltskin, why the get up? You're leaving, Kupo?
Yeah, this time I might be away for a long while.
I'll miss you, Kupo.
Now don't you worry. I'll write.
Okay, Kupo.
Well, I'm off. Take care. Oh, and say hi to Mosh in the castle for me.
Was that a friend of yours? Yes, Kupo. A very special one, Kupo.
Hey, I thought I ordered you up here. Shut up, kid. First, let's talk to Moogle.
Time to make a record already, Kupo?
First, let's talk about Mognet, which is a lengthy side quest, which I don't always manage to complete because it's usually pretty easy, but there is a couple of points along the way where it can get a little bit tricky, and I keep forgetting parts. Mognet is a mail delivery system between Moogles. We can send and receive letters to and from Moogles in other locations, Kupo, but delivery has been sporadic lately. So I want you to help us deliver mail, Kupo. Will you help us?
Sure. I have a favor to ask, Kupo.
I want you to deliver a letter to Monty Python.
Thanks, Kupo. I want mail, Kupo.
Let's save. Reading data. Empty block. Data saved. It's just that easy. And that's done. Okay, let's head on up. Let's go be a canary or something or whatever. Alright, the place can start if we don't hurry.
Come on, get over here. Let me guess, you're afraid of heights, aren't you?
Just a little.
It's okay, just pretend you're on the ground.
It's just that easy.
Come on already, we're running out of time.
There's also a couple of hidden treasures up here.
Not again. Don't worry, it won't fall.
Foreshadowing. Surprisingly, it does fall.
Guess it fell.
You only just almost died.
No point in worrying now, right?
Oh god, I hate him so much. Okay. 29 gil.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I don't even know your name.
Vivi. The Black Mage. Appears to be 9. Okay. I'm not going to change any of their default names because the default names are iconic, so...
So your name is Vivi, huh? Kind of funny name.
One playthrough I did a funny thing there where I named my character Puck, this kid's name. So he said his own name was funny.
My name's Puck. Pleased to meet you.
I do amuse myself in silly ways. Before following him, I want to go up this way. And grab this. 63 gil. Okay, which way did he go? Go down there. 92 gil. We're rich.
Whew, finally made it. After this wall, we'll be inside the castle. So, Vivi, this is your first time in Alexandria? Yeah. I bought my ticket from a Moogle wearing a hat.
Sounds adorable.
Bad luck. If I ever find that Moogle, I'll hurt him plenty. Thanks. Alright, just a little further so we can see the stage.
And absolutely nothing is going to go wrong. I love those cutscenes. I feel like they looked very good for the PlayStation 1 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place a long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover Marcus. That's another thing about Final Fantasy IX is it makes a lot of references to previous Final Fantasies. Princess Cornelia, I believe, is one of them. I think Cornelia was the kingdom in... Was it 2? I think it's 2. No, it might be 1. I don't remember. She attempts to flee the castle, only to be captured by her father, King Leo. When our story begins, Marcus, having heard of this, crosses swords with the king. And now, your royal majesty, Queen Braun, your highness, Princess Garnet, noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers, that's you, Vivi. Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. Bereft of father, bereft of mother, Marcus, thou hast lost even thy love.
Fortune hath escaped thee. For what else shall thou live?
For the sake of our friend, let us bury our steel in the heart of the wretched King Leo.
Aye!
Dialogue was auto-scrolling there. We shall back thee, kinsman. Pray sheath thy swords, this villain is mine alone.
Nay, kinsman, for I too have lost a brother to this fiend.
What ho! Out vermin, away! Thou darest bear thy steel before the king, all thou shalt stand in thy way will be crushed. Treacherous Leo, my kinsman suffered, for I shall instruct thee in incomparable. I hate auto-scrolling text. Now this is a boss fight, but it's also a player, so we can do special effects. And if you want to put on a good show, even though the special effects don't do any, they do damage in this! Okay, never mind. In the original version they didn't do any damage, so it was just for like aesthetics and to put on a good show, but they actually function now. That's cool. One of the many nice changes in this mod. Taste steel. And the dynamic turn order is chaotic, but I kinda love it. It's gonna get very chaotic later when the boss fights actually get difficult. Grr. Thou hast not seen the last of me, Marcus. Come back. Out of the way, Blank. Consider this, Zidane. If Princess Schneider were to marry Princess Cornelia, peace would reign over the kingdoms. 'Tis foolishness. If all were so easy, why none would suffer in this world. Ha ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, here we go. Time for a mini game. Vanguard, expect no quarter from me. I used to be very good at this on the PlayStation version, but with the Steam Deck controls, which is different, I don't have the same muscle memory of where all the buttons are, so... Let's see how I do. You can try it as many times as you want, at least, so I'll probably do a couple of tries if I fail on the first one. Here we go. Oh, you know what's even worse? A and B are flipped for some reason. So A on the screen right now is where B is on my controller. So am I meant to press A or am I meant to press B? I don't know. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, we're not going to be able to do very well on this, I think. Okay, so when it says B, it is just my B button. Okay. Okay, I did well there. I'm gonna try it again because I think I can get it. Although that's actually not bad. 92 on the first try is not good. But Queen Brown was not impressed. I am not amused. They demand an encore. Let's give them one. And now that I'm into the flow of it... Oh my god, I failed in second one. Okay, that was pretty good. I think I only failed one there. 100 of 100! Yo! But Queen Brown was still not impressed. Ugh, I'm done now then. What? 10,000 gil?